Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We're back.
Hello, hello.
Exciting.
Hello.
So we're
I
talking
haven't
about
seen you guys
kind of
again.
the end of the summer and the transition to getting all of the offspring back onto their schedule and the market having its little end of summer back to school activities, all that good stuff.
Yep.
When does everybody start? When does everybody's kids go back?
18th.
Oh, right around the corner.
Yeah. 2 weeks.
23rd.
Yeah, 18th. Yeah, next Friday. Right?
Yep.
Why did they start them on a Friday? I've never understood that.
The weirdest.
Just like a slight icebreaker, and then back to weekend, and then
I
full.
think they do this. Do they do staggered starts?
Our
Yeah.
school does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay.
It's like half the alphabet goes Thursday, and the other half goes Friday.
And then they all
Just
start
like
Monday.
dipping your toe in the water. Makes it manageable for teachers, probably.
Probably. I mean, it's kind of a good. Did they start that with COVID, or did they do it before? Like, I can't. Like,
I think
talk
my
about-
school has done it. Like my school even did it when I was.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, we were not that advanced.
It was everybody
We're
went
in
on
the dark
Monday
ages.
morning.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we are
Yeah,
going to school.
harsh reality.
Yeah,
Like
no easy
getting in. Yeah.
No more pool for you.
We always did Wednesday, like A through whatever would go. Thursday, the other half would go, and then Friday everybody was there until like middle school.
Wow.
That's. I mean, that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. I was looking at my calendar, and we were traveling for a work event next week. I'm home one day, then Cece goes back to school. Then I'm home 3 days. Then I'm going to go see Amelia at school. I almost don't know if it's worse when they're older. You know what I mean? It's just like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It is August is like just gone. It's like okay.
Yeah.
So
I feel like this
between
whole half of the year is just gone.
it's absolutely
So true. And then you're like trying to wind down from like the craziness of the summer market and button up transactions while everyone's making that transition.
Gearing up.
So it's just.
Are you
yeah.
guys feeling the market different?
Not yet for me.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, things are still crazy out here for the buyers.
I feel like every year with school starting, it's always like rush, 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 rush. And then the last week of August to like through Labor Day into like middle of September is always
Crickets?
Cricket, yeah.
crickets. Like there's like a 2 week, like once people are like, oh crap, we're back to real life. Like kids are in school. We
Right.
need to get back to our routine. But it's like always like the 1st of September through middle of September. That's just always like
Good time to make
a little
calls.
Yeah.
really
That's
slow.
true.
People are
Good time
just
to make
kind of
calls.
just like, oh,
Do your reject.
shoot.
Yeah.
Summer's
pause.
over. Yeah. Like slight mourning period for summer being over, and then they're back at it.
And then there's like a sprint before the holidays. So
Yeah.
it's
Right.
like
Yeah.
that shit, pause, that shit.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. That's pretty funny. It's so true.
Yeah.
How are your all schedules changing? Like how do you do your morning routine with work and the shuttle and how does all that work?
I almost like it better having everyone on such a strict routine because it leaves he can't be late for school. So
Right.
like it doesn't leave time for me to dilly-dally. Like I have to prioritize the things that need to be done and get out the door. And I feel like it sets the whole day up to be kind of like better for me in that aspect.
Yeah.
Luckily, husband usually takes him, so I just have to like help get everybody ready, and then I can like have some coffee and chill for a little bit before I start my
Take off.
stuff.
Yeah, that's nice. I agree with you. I like having the structure. We still do have structure in the summer, but I know school starts at 9:15. I drop Jackson off, and then Josh will take the other two to daycare, and they're in the same place this year.
Oh, that's
which is
nice.
so nice. 'Cause
Yeah.
Before we were like every kid was at a different location.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
different
stressful.
people coming over every day. It was like very chaotic. Like, what's happening today?
Yeah.
Who's here? Like, you know.
What day is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, but yeah, it's like 9:15, school starts. I know that I can schedule an appointment by 9:30 and
Yeah.
I can make it work. And it's hard for school to cancel. Like, you know, like a babysitter, they get sick, that kind of thing. But like Yes. school is, they're there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Yeah. So,
Yeah, summer is definitely like the Wild West. And I feel like I'm looking forward to structure because we've never had it. Like, we're very much in what you described. It's like every day is different. One day we have someone come to us, the next day they might go to my mom's. And it's like every week changes depending on people's availability, sickness, whatever. And so I'm so looking forward to like a semblance of a structure. But between then and now is that like crazy
Yeah.
sprint.
Hair on
like
fire.
I had both of my kids in August, so I have a birthday tomorrow.
Oh, geez.
Our youngest is turning 1 tomorrow, and then next week we have meet the teacher, and our toddler starts at a new preschool because we're moving neighborhoods, and so that's going to be a big transition for him. That's the 23rd, and then his birthday is the 25th,
Oh my gosh.
and my birthday is between the two. So it's like the next couple of weeks,
Yeah.
we've got like my in-laws are coming in. We're finishing up this renovation project to try to get moved in so that we can like feel
Minor
settled.
You're
detail.
trying to move.
Minor
Yeah.
detail.
For like
Yeah.
this fall schedule. So, send love.
Send wine.
Yeah,
Send
and wine.
Yeah.
Mostly wine.
No, that's,
Are your kids getting excited for school? Because I feel like I was just listening on the radio and a lot of, I don't know, I was driving and listening. They're like about how a lot of kids are dealing with like anxiety about starting school again, or like just the new school jitters kind
Yeah.
of just going to, are they getting excited or are they still wanting to be like in full summer mode? I think Jackson, so he'll be in first grade, just with him being in a camp, having structure throughout the summer, I think it helps. So this was probably a mistake on my part, but I said his last day of camp was going to be Friday. And I was like, oh, like we could do all these fun summer things. I didn't want him to go like from last day of camp into like first day of
Yeah.
first grade. But now it's like, we have 3 listings going on the market next week.
Yep.
My husband's out of town.
Shoot.
Yeah. My in-laws are out of town. I'm like, I really should not have.
he would, if he were still in camp, you would have no 3 listings going on the market. It's just
Yeah, I
like,
know,
it's like,
right?
it's
Yeah.
just how it goes.
You're
It's
right. Which-
just,
I'll
Oh,
the take vacation that. model. You go on vacation.
it's the
you get all
vacation
the
model.
business.
That's exactly right.
So I guess I'll take it over no business. But yeah.
I think that also has a lot to do with like ages because like younger kids are like, yeah, let's go back. And then like the older kids are like, no, we know what's happening.
Yeah.
We know the drill.
And yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if it was because my mom stayed home, but like the summer didn't feel, like I was ready to get back to school. I feel like my backpack was packed. I'm like, get me the hell out of this town.
Give me
There's,
activity.
4 kids in my house growing up, and it was just madness. So the summer stretch that I enjoyed was always like the first couple, 6 weeks, like swim team,
Right.
fun. And then I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
let's get back to
We're
it.
good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ready to tap out of this. That's very funny.
I like the start of a new school year. It feels like, I don't know, kind of feels like an opportunity to like establish new routines
Yeah,
and like
I agree.
responsibilities. And now that Jackson's getting a little older, we're, as something we're trying to introduce a little bit more. Exactly. So, I don't know, it kind of feels like a fresh start. Which
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. It's like it's like all the good stuff from like, New Year's. You always get that kind of little refresh. It's kind of like, oh, new shiny school
little
year.
palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Well, and to your point, probably a great time to start like connecting again because
Oh, yeah. There's always a reason. How was your summer?
you might have new
know?
people around you
Yeah.
and other people going through like the exact same thing. It's kind of like a collective chaos.
Yeah.
It is.
Chaos.
It is. And I think even if you don't have kids in school, you feel it because everything else changes. You know what I mean? It's just
The community itself.
The
It's like,
community
we're back
changes.
to
Right.
school. We're
right.
back to a
Oh,
normal.
there's not kids out because
Yeah.
they're back in school or whatever. So, yeah.
Do you guys feel that like there's a few buyers you may be working with or have that once school starts, they're going to be like, well, we got to wait till next year unless we
It's already
find
happening.
something in this district. And
Yeah,
you're like,
I have a couple that are teachers, and so
Oh.
they have like this short time, and we wrote on a few things, couldn't get them the right property, and now they're like, okay, well,
We're going
we'll talk
underground.
to you.
Yeah.
in May.
so what's your plan? Just stay in touch and
I
be
still
there
send
when
them.
they're ready.
I still send them stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like, if it's the perfect house, you make it happen.
Doesn't matter when
So
it is.
I know exactly what it is and what it looks like, and if I,
I think
find
you're
it,
so right.
Mhm.
I really do. Because I think what people don't want is the search.
Yeah.
If they have the house, they're happy to move.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want the work of the process.
Yeah.
So if it shows up, I totally agree. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I
I
almost
totally agree.
feel like when you do it that way too, you have like a better luck with getting them under contract because they're not so stressed with like the act. of,
Right.
We've seen 6 houses this week.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like,
The
they're like,
grind,
oh,
the
I do like
desperation.
that.
Like people that
Yeah.
adopt because they can't get pregnant and then they stop worrying about it and then they have
And then they-
triplets or something.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think I definitely like this time of year. August, this year has been just for what I think it's maybe because we've got another one going to college. It's like it is a 3-ring circus at our house. I mean, it is like there's music, there are elephants on balls. I don't know what is even
You just
happening.
got a puppy
Just
as
got
well
a puppy
to throw in
'cause
there.
we needed another dog. You know, but it is a circus this year. And I'm like, okay, September I'll get back in my routine. You know, but I'm looking at my calendar and I'm laying the little blocks out and I'm like, there's not very many slots, you know, and just trying to get the puzzle pieces to work. But
Well, and I'm
so-
sure with college aged kids, you know, they're moving every year. You know, it's like you're maybe
It's a
moving into
thing.
a new apartment.
Yeah,
new
it's a-
house,
it's a
you
thing.
know, that's a lot.
Yeah, like the other day I'm like, oh my gosh, I left all this crap at my cousin's house. And I'm like, hey, we're gonna be in town. Like she's like, oh, we're out of town, so I'll have to get you the garage. You know, I'm like, oh, totally forgot I left like 5 boxes of shit in your garage. I am so sorry. You know, I mean, it's like, oh, gotta go. Oh, I'll have to rent a car because I had to pick. Duh. You know, I just did not even. I just tuned out as soon as I dropped it off. I was like, okay. So it's crazy.
They're old enough. Those girls can almost.
Yeah.
They're very self-sufficient, independent girls.
They
so
are.
They
Yeah, they
can-
just that one can't rent a car. So
Oh, yeah, that's
That's
true.
the only
age
problem.
limit
Yeah,
thing.
that's the only problem we got there. So, but no,
I'll get you.
Yeah.
yeah, it is all good. It is all good. I do think the market does have an acknowledgement of the change, but I totally think it's a great time. You know, thinking about like other folks that are in our industry, it is really easy to totally check out. And you can do some, you know, if you like think now, okay, what are the key things I need to do to keep my flywheel spinning? You can really distill it down to a few, you know what I mean? A few simple things and have it be super effective, which is awesome. So
What are your things?
I think it's mostly staying in touch with your database.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be anything super elaborate, you know, but it's like I will get a lot. If I know I need to talk to people, I will get like 3 done at that red traffic light. And I will get 1 done if I've got a talker, I'll do that call on my way to Westchester, you know what I mean? Or whatever. But I get so much done in the car because I know I got to do it. And I know I don't have any window time when I get
Desk
home.
time.
Yeah.
So
there's
are
not.
you just calling them, hey, checking in?
We
I was
do
thinking about you.
pretty much quarterly calls.
Okay.
I mean, not with perfection, certainly.
yeah.
But this is an easy call time of year. You know, like I'm doing a lot of stuff on social media, just trying to make sure we get through.
Touches.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing super elaborate. And then we'll do a client event in like November, and that'll be the next formal thing that we'll do. But yeah, just it's easy to talk to people, and they're busy, so they don't keep you long. Yeah.
Bonus to say,
Yeah.
how's your summer been?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, where'd you go?
Yeah.
They want to talk about that.
So, but it's just keeping that habit because then then there'll be something to step back onto when you're ready. Because it's so much harder to get it going. What is it like 1% to keep up, 100% to catch up? It's like if you can just kind of keep it moving.
Yeah.
Keep the wheels slowly
Yeah.
going.
Like those listings will be great. You know what I mean? That'll give you a good foothold into the next arc of business. So,
I don't remember who said it, but one of my coaches was like, yeah, a lot of realtors like decide to take like vacation when like the slower months. And she was like, something along the lines of like, yeah, and those realtors are not having very good quarter ones because the things you're
Right.
doing now isn't for now, it's for the next.
that's right. It's your
6
next
months.
90 days kind of stuff. Yeah.
Right. There's no time to take a break.
It is interesting. Like, obviously, this is a different season, but it's like it's the realtor holiday. It's literally from like Thanksgiving to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Like, I'll talk to people just casually in conversation, like, oh, yeah, we're going to, we'll get back out. I'm like, oh my God, there's so much business to do. You know what I mean? Because no one else is doing it.
Yeah,
Go do
really.
it.
Also, I feel like there is a myth of the summer being our busy season.
Yeah, not really.
It has not been that way in this market that I've experienced
I agree.
since I began real estate. It's been very collective. Like some of my bigger months have been in December.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it
it's like
makes
what
no
Kylie was
sense,
saying.
but
It's
yeah.
the 90 days before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a busy summer is really a busy spring,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
It's interesting because people are like, oh, we're going to wait till the spring. And it's like, well, why?
right.
Because your kids are out of school. Your kids will be fine.
Yeah. They'll-
Get them.
yeah,
I
for
was
sure.
like I was on the phone with one of my friends who's also in real estate this morning, and I was like, yeah, I'm just feeling really bummed. Like year to date, I'm not too far off to hitting my goal. However, last year, most of my volume was in the first few months, and like, unless I really ramp it up, like, I would have to switch pretty much my busy months from being June, July, August to being like the last few months of the year, and I'm like, all right, well then I need to
And you
buckle up
can.
now.
Yeah, and you totally can. You know, like
It's doable.
this month last year, and again, my brain, I don't even have pregnancy to as an excuse. It just doesn't work.
Smush up there.
I think it wasn't it August of last year that that rates first changed?
I think
so.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, you know, Kylie, if I look at our trends, like the first 4 months, I'm like, oh my God, we're so far off. And then it just you know, that was a weird, like January's numbers were some of the most abysmal numbers I've seen in really a long time.
Yeah.
So do not,
Everybody
do
put the
not
brakes
stress.
on really quick.
Do not stress. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm like taking a totally different approach because I work with a lot of investors and so like commercial lending's gotten a lot tighter, and I just feel like a lot of people press pause to like see what the market's gonna do.
Right.
And so I'm trying to find ways to kind of reconnect because it's not like your sphere, like you're
Sure.
calling a friend. You know, it's like, hey, how's that property we bought, you know,
Right.
a year and a half ago? Do you need any contractors? Is there anything I can do to help you right
Yeah,
now?
kinda
And that's how
tailoring
I
that
kind of like
message.
open that back up
Sure.
to start like feeling out whether or not they're going to be interested in buying anything again soon because it just looks very different than.
Well, you know, and this, you know, thinking about like ways to connect, it's like if you've got folks that have kids that are maybe juniors in high school or whatever that are investors, it's like, hey, now's the time to think about where your kid's going to be applying. Do you want to be a landlord in that area? You know, and kind of use that as a segue. And even if it's not in the state, you know, make that connection for them. Maybe they need to sell something to make that happen. You know what I mean? Like, it's you know, can kind of be a jumping off point maybe for some, because that's more your client base is.
Yeah. I just had a duplex that I listed near UC and I could not believe how many. I mean, I think we had like 11 offers.
Oh, you were
and-
working on that last, like a couple
Yes,
weeks ago, right?
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
It
insanity.
It was madness. I mean, it was a
Look
great.
was
like a
insanity.
beautiful duplex,
So-
like a very
yeah.
well maintained.
Yes, it's like got a lot of historic character, like really, really cute, but also vacant, easy to show. And so we had so many people through, and then we had a bunch of offers, but like half of them were parents trying to buy
Yeah, it's like
for an
we're
incoming
6 months
student.
too late. Yeah,
Or maybe sick of paying that 1st year's rent, and they were like, all right, we're buying something.
right.
It was so competitive. It made me want to like just canvas.
Yeah,
I don't usually focus on student rentals. It's a like totally different type of mindset, I think. But that thing was crazy. It made me want to focus on student rentals.
Makes me want to buy a property now and
Yeah.
be like, you're going to go to UC.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
Because I have this house for you.
yeah, exactly. You're gonna love it.
You're gonna live.
You're gonna love it.
You're gonna
Don't worry, you
study
won't be in
biology.
diapers then.
Yeah.
It'll be okay. You don't need to worry about
Yeah.
that.
Have your life planned
Well,
out
then
for
you're
you.
going to find out that like your 16-year-old took the key and they're like partying there.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah, there's that.
Oh, I already know I'm going to be so mad at him when he's 16. Oh. I already know.
pretty
He's
funny.
going to make me so angry.
It is that you will be absolutely blown away by the things that will make you angry because you will have never thought of them, but they will still make it's
No, I have some ideas.
crazy. It is crazy. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, next couple weeks are going to be busy with school. So hopefully we'll have some time to get back together and chat it up on our next.
Yeah, good luck, people.
So, yeah,
Godspeed.
yeah. Happy school.